So you're affirming that you are a priority, and yet they're still not making you a priority. Now, you know you're not stupid. You're an intelligent person. You know how to affirm. You know how to override that negative voice in your head. You've been practicing and practicing and practicing, yet you're still not being prioritized. In fact, it's not even just your specific person or that new love interest that isn't prioritizing you. You're now realizing that even though you are affirming, I'm a priority, I'm always the one that is chosen, I'm a priority, of course I'm a priority, I'm always being prioritized, everybody prioritizes me, I'm always being the one that's chosen, I'm always an important choice, I'm always the one that's shown up for, always the one that's gone all in with. Whatever variety of words that you are using, you know that you're doing it right. Like I said, you're not stupid. You know exactly what it is that you're doing. But for fuck's sake, nothing is changing out there. And you're remaining faithful to it too. And I know exactly what that feels like, especially when it comes to being a priority. Just gonna have a sip of my coffee. So in today's video, as always, I want to try and keep it as short, as sweet as possible, because this isn't rocket science. This is basically facts. Let's share why nothing's working. Nothing's working. Before I go into that, guys, I'm Natalie. Super lovely to have you here. If you're new, welcome. If you are coming back, again, lovely to have you here too. I am an intuitive manifestation coach, and you can find out all about me and all of my coaching solutions just by clicking the links below this video. And you can also follow me on my social media platforms. Again, the links are below this video. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do click that subscribe button, because your support on my channel really does mean the absolute world to me. And I've got my 80s Kylie Minogue hair going on today, just for you. I know you just saw that. Okay, so let's get to this. You're affirming, I'm a priority. You're affirming, I'm always the one that's chosen. I'm always the one that they choose. I'm always a priority to them. They're always choosing me, prioritizing me, showing up for me, going all in with me. But nothing's changing. And this is why. So like I said, this doesn't have to just be specific person, because this could be specific person. This could be a new love interest. This could be your boss. This could be work colleagues. This could be family. It could be friends. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact is, you're affirming. Like I said, you're not stupid. You're an intelligent person, but it's not working. And this is why. Because you're not getting to the root. This has to be one of the most painful parts of my journey, actually. Being treated like an option, not being chosen, not being a priority. And a lot of this was unraveling more and more and more and more and more for me before I did this one thing, before I went deep into my subconscious, into my shadow self, into my deep subconscious belief system, to pull out what the hell was it that I was telling myself. So we have conscious beliefs and we have unconscious beliefs. Now, the unconscious beliefs are really the more painful ones. They're the ones that are triggering you. So when things are happening in your outer reality and you're feeling massively triggered, it's coming from what you've deeply buried. Because what happens is the lessons out there just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the lesson is for you to uncover what it is that's actually going on within you, what's going on in the deep belief shadow self system, the subconscious beliefs that you don't know are there, but that's where the triggers are coming from. Consciously, let's say consciously, that you are tall, consciously, that you are short, consciously, that you're a lovely person, consciously, that, you have money in the bank, but unconsciously, you don't know what that is that's going on there. And when we are showing up in this world, not prioritizing ourselves and prioritizing everybody else, that is why you are not being prioritized. Everyone as you pushed out means that you can only be treated as you treat yourself. So everyone as you pushed out fundamentally means that what you dominantly think, what you dominantly believe to be true about you, how you act, how you behave will be reflected to you. So when you're not showing up dominantly, treating yourself as a priority, choosing yourself, putting yourself first, the universe can only go, okay, then, and it will then reflect to you people treating you that way, because that is your projection. So that out there is your mirror, and it is being reflected to you from what's going on in here, how you're treating yourself, how you're choosing you, how you're prioritizing you, or the lack of. You can't be prioritized if you're not prioritizing yourself. You can't be chosen if you're not choosing yourself. You can't be loved the way that you've always wanted to be loved if you don't love yourself. If you don't respect yourself, you can't be respected, and so on and so on and so forth. So when we are allowing people unintentionally, because this is based on a pattern of belief, this is based on a pattern that you have perpetuated throughout your life. When you're showing up, allowing people to sometimes, walk all over you, to treat you like a bit of a doormat or a lot of a doormat, to prioritize everybody else but yourself, to put their needs first before yours, to choose them over you, to see them on the pedestal and you down here. That is based on a true deep-rooted belief that you're holding on to about yourself, because that is a massive form of lack and disrespect for yourself. That comes from a place of low self-worth. And there's a variety of reasons that we act this way with regards to not being a priority, the reasons that you will act that way or treat yourself that way by not prioritizing yourself and putting everybody else first and their needs before you, people pleasing even, is fear. You have a deep-rooted belief that if you don't prioritize them, they will leave. You have a deep-rooted belief that you have to people please for people to see your worth and your value. You have a belief that if you say no and you suddenly put yourself first, which is so rare for you to do, but if you say no and you put yourself first, God only knows what will happen, and it will put the bejesus up you. It really will. And all of that is coming from a deep-rooted belief that you are holding on to a root cause of what you truly believe to be true about you. You don't know what it is, but there is something going on in there, and it's the root cause. And that's exactly what I had to, because like I said, I was allowing people to treat me like an option. I was people pleasing. I would spend money on people. I'd give my beautiful clothes to people, just to keep them in my life, just to keep them happy. The amount of things that I did I put everybody else first and I didn't put myself first. And actually, when occasionally I said, oh, look, I'm really sorry. I know this is late notice, but I'm not able to make it. My God, like the shit would hit the fan. So no wonder why I was scared. But I was holding on to a deep-rooted core belief that I wasn't enough and nothing I ever did was enough. Therefore, I was never treated like I was enough. But because I wanted to be seen, I wanted to be validated, I wanted to be loved, I put everybody else first. I didn't want to be abandoned. I didn't want to be left, because they were my deep-rooted fears, you see. But when we uncovered that, and it is as simple as, and it doesn't have to take long, it doesn't take long to do that, but it's then the process after that. We're wanting to recode the neural pathways with a new empowering belief. Once we know what the root cause is, we can then change the story. We can change the story. We can revise it with incredibly empowering beliefs, and we can then embed that into our subconscious for that to then override the pattern, the root cause that you've been carrying around with you, that has been basically keeping you stuck like a puppet on a string, because that's what it's doing, keeping you stuck like a puppet on a string. So if you are somebody that is saying all the affirmations and doing the right things when it comes to being prioritized, and I know what that feels like when people still aren't prioritizing you, when you're still seeing you're being treated like an option, it's you learning to become your priority and choosing you and showing up for you. It's you learning to be able to say no and having healthy boundaries. It's understanding why that's happened in the first place, so it doesn't happen again, so you can stop it once and for all. And that's where we would dive into the root cause. And this is exactly what I did. And that's why I no longer get treated like an option. I no longer get treated like I'm not a priority. I always am somebody that gets chosen and shown up for. I only allow myself to be seen as a number one in their lives. It's that simple when you know what the root cause is. And this is why, guys, I have created my brand new Be Love program. Be Love is a 4-month exclusively curated transformational group program where you will learn how to unveil your deepest subconscious negative beliefs and thought patterns so you can create an iconic love story with a new love or a specific person and so much more besides. What we're wanting to do is we want to pour into ourselves the correct affirmations, the right affirmations that align to what that root cause is, to create these empowering beliefs that you can then pour into you so you can then recode your neural pathways, you see. And it takes repetition and consistency, but it is the neural pathway work that we would do together to pull out once and for all what it is that's keeping you stuck like a puppet on a string and controlling you. And that's why I created my Be Love program. It's an hour and a half with me a week, every 2 weeks. Sorry, it's an hour and a half with me every 2 weeks in a group format for 4 months. It's a beautiful, warm, friendly group setting via Zoom. Be Love is unlike any other program out there because you will be taught by me just how to journey to your own subconscious neural pathways to uncover your root cause. And that's why this is so unique and rare, because you will be learning how to access your innate power by developing such potent and transformative skills. And you'll be able to take these skills anywhere for life. No longer being a puppet on the string, no longer being controlled by what you've been holding on to that's been buried deeply within you. And you'll be able to finally immerse yourself in the empowering beliefs that are truly aligned to what your neural pathways are needing to reorganize them to become the person that is a priority, that is chosen. And you will no longer feel fear of being somebody that prioritizes and chooses themselves. So if you would like to find out more, guys, just click the links below this video, or you can DM me on Instagram, Be Love, and we can have a chat. All right, that is it from me today, guys. That is how to become a priority and to become somebody that is finally chosen, shown up for, and gone all in with. Take care, and I, as always, will be back very, very soon.